Inter Miami are exploring a sensational move for Neymar, aiming to reunite the legendary Barcelona trio of Messi, Suarez and Neymar in MLS. Over in Spain, Real Madrid are preparing a blockbuster swoop for Erling Haaland, eyeing him as Vinicius Jr.'s potential successor. At Old Trafford, tension is brewing as Kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee grow frustrated with their lack of playing time, demanding clarity on their futures. Meanwhile, Eden Hazard is making an emotional return to Stamford Bridge for the Chelsea Legends match, his first time back since retiring. Tottenham are reportedly targeting Brentford's Kevin Schade, while FIFA moves to block domestic league matches being staged abroad after La Liga and Serie A's controversial overseas approvals. This is today's Daily Football Brief. Jude Bellingham's turbulent season at Real Madrid has taken another unexpected turn, as the England midfielder has been left out of the club's official 2026 calendar. Once the face of Madrid's marketing campaigns and a nailed-on starter, the 22-year-old's omission has raised fresh questions about his form, fitness and future under Xabi Alonso. Barcelona are reportedly thrilled with Marcus Rashford's impact and are preparing to make his move permanent next summer. The 27-year-old forward, who joined from Manchester United on loan in August, has quickly silenced doubts about the deal being too good to be true. His standout performances, including a decisive Champions League winner at Newcastle, have convinced Barca to keep him in Catalonia beyond 2025. Harry Maguire is reportedly set to turn down a massive £500,000 per week offer from Saudi Arabia to remain at Manchester United, but only if he receives assurances over his future. With his contract expiring next summer, the England defender is open to signing an extension, provided the club confirms he's still a key part of their long-term plans at Old Trafford. Folarin Balogun's display against Ecuador has been hailed as his true breakout moment for the United States men's national team. ESPN analyst Herculez Gomez praised the striker's sharp movement and composed finishing, claiming the performance firmly establishes him as the leading candidate for the number 9 role heading into the 2026 World Cup. Lionel Messi delivered a masterclass, scoring twice and providing an assist in Inter Miami's 4-0 win over Atlanta United. Jordi Alba was also on target as the Herons stayed in contention for the Eastern Conference's second seed. Skipping Argentina duty proved worthwhile, with Messi tormenting Atlanta's defence and capping his display with a stunning top corner finish to open the time. When steaded Fox Sports analyst Alexi Lalas has urged caution after the US U20 team's dominant 3-0 win over Italy in the World Cup round of 16. While praising the squad's performance, the former USMNT defender reminded fans that youth success hasn't always carried over to the senior level, warning against premature celebrations despite the impressive result. Ruben Neves brought fans to tears after scoring a dramatic 91st minute winner for Portugal against Ireland, his first ever goal for the national team. The moment carried deep emotion, marking Portugal's first home goal since the tragic passing of Neves' close friend and former teammate Diogo Jota in July. Manchester United are preparing a surprise move for Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton as part of a major midfield reshuffle. After failing to land Brighton's Carlos Baleba in the summer, United have shifted focus to the 20-year-old England international, with both Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro reportedly at risk of being moved on from Old Trafford. USMNT legend Alexi Lalas praised Diego Luna's standout performance off the bench in the 1-1 draw against Ecuador. The Real Salt Lake midfielder impressed with his creativity and control, with Lalas noting that Luna brings a unique spark and commanding presence to the US attack, offering a fresh alternative to current number 10 Malik Tillman. Steven Gerrard has reportedly turned down an offer to return as Rangers manager following the dismissal of Russell Martin. The Scottish club approached the Liverpool legend after Martin's turbulent 17-game spell ended earlier this month, but Gerrard has decided against a comeback to Ibrox as he weighs his next managerial move. Liverpool have suffered a setback as defender Ibrahima Konate has been sent home from France's national team camp. The centre-back, who was forced off during the Reds' 2-1 defeat to Chelsea, was initially called up and made the bench against Azerbaijan, but will not travel to Iceland next week due to lingering fitness concerns. Former Chelsea striker Diego Costa reignited his old rivalry with ex-Liverpool defender Martin Skrtel during a charity match between the two clubs. Despite the friendly nature of the game, tensions flared as Costa's trademark aggression resurfaced. The Spaniard, who spent 3 fiery years at Stamford Bridge from 2014 to 2017, proved that even in retirement, his competitive edge remains intact. Real Madrid are reportedly lining up Manchester City striker Erling Haaland as a potential replacement for Vinicius Jr., amid uncertainty over the Brazilian's future. With Vinicius yet to agree to a new contract and just 2 years left on his current deal, Los Blancos view Haaland as their top target should the winger make a long-rumoured move to the Saudi Pro League. Nottingham Forest are reportedly weighing up a managerial change, with Sean Dyche emerging as a leading candidate to replace Ange Postecoglou. The former Tottenham boss has struggled to win over fans after a poor start to the season, and with patience wearing thin, Forest's hierarchy could turn to Dyche, known for his Premier League experience with Burnley and Everton, to steady the ship. Germany head coach Julian Nagelsmann has come to Florian Wirtz's defence, suggesting the midfielder's sluggish start at Liverpool is due to his new surroundings rather than his own form. The Reds beat Bayern Munich and Manchester City to sign the 22-year-old over the summer, but Nagelsmann insists Wirtz's adjustment period is being hindered by his teammates' inability to match his creative rhythm. Kyle Walker has confessed that his loan move from Manchester City to AC Milan last season was a mistake, calling the decision selfish. The England defender joined the Serie A side in January, but now admits he regrets leaving City at a time when Pep Guardiola's team were struggling for form, believing his presence could have made a difference. Bruno Fernandes has insisted he never intended to leave Manchester United, despite multiple approaches from Saudi Pro League clubs over the summer. The United captain also rejected claims that his decision was influenced by World Cup preparation, stating that both he and the club were fully aligned on his commitment to remain at Old Trafford. Hamburger SV have played down fears that Tottenham Hotspur could recall teenage defender Luka Vuskovic in January. The 18-year-old Croatian, who officially joined Spurs in the summer, is spending the season on loan in Germany to gain valuable first-team experience. HSV Chiefs insist there are no plans or discussions for an early return, with the club eager to continue his development in the Bundesliga. Inter Miami are reportedly exploring a sensational move for Neymar as they look to reunite the iconic Barcelona trio of Messi, Suarez and Neymar in MLS. The Brazilian star, currently at Santos, is nearing the end of his contract and could be tempted by a US move ahead of next summer's World Cup on American soil. The potential reunion would mark one of the most high-profile signings in MLS history. Kylian Mbappe has been ruled out of France's upcoming World Cup qualifier against Iceland, after limping off late in the 3-0 victory over Azerbaijan. The Real Madrid star scored a brilliant goal before suffering an ankle knock that forced his withdrawal. He has now been sent back to Madrid for assessment and recovery, leaving both club and country awaiting further updates on his condition. Former Manchester United defender James Chester has made a surprise return to Old Trafford, this time as a coach. 14 years after leaving the club as an academy graduate, Chester is back to help develop the next wave of young talent. The ex-Wales international, who enjoyed spells with Hull City and Aston Villa, is now part of United's youth coaching setup, passing on his experience to future stars. FIFA is reportedly revising its rules on domestic matches being played overseas, seeking legal counsel on whether to prohibit them entirely. The move follows UEFA's reluctant approval of 2 upcoming fixtures abroad, Villarreal vs Barcelona in Miami and AC Milan vs Como in Perth. The governing body is now assessing the global implications of hosting National League games outside their home countries. FIFA is rewriting its rules on domestic league fixtures being staged overseas and seeking legal advice on potentially banning them outright. The move comes after UEFA reluctantly approved Villarreal vs Barcelona in Miami and AC Milan vs Como in Perth, decisions that have reignited debate over taking national competitions beyond their home borders. Tottenham Hotspur have joined the race to sign Brentford forward Kevin Schade, with the move driven by his former manager. Schade, who joined the Bees from Freiburg in 2023, is now a top target for Spurs, as his ex-boss looks to reunite with the German international in North London. Lucas Paqueta could be on his way out of West Ham this January, with Brazilian giants Flamengo pushing for a sensational reunion. Technical director Jose Boto is reportedly leading the charge, maintaining close contact with Paqueta's representatives as he works to bring the midfielder back home. The move would mark a stunning return for the Brazil international, who left Flamengo in 2018. Eden Hazard is set to make his long-awaited return to Stamford Bridge, featuring in the Chelsea Legends vs Liverpool Legends charity match this weekend. The 34-year-old Belgian, who retired in 2023, will once again wear the Blues shirt, marking his first appearance at the Bridge since his departure to Real Madrid in 2019. FC Porto president André Villas-Boas has unveiled plans for a potential Iberian Super Cup that would unite top Spanish and Portuguese clubs in one competition. The proposed tournament could feature Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Benfica and Sporting in a cross-border showdown designed to boost exposure and global appeal. Villas-Boas described the project as in the draw, but ready to ignite major change in European football. Diogo Upamecano has praised Bayern Munich boss Vincent Kompany, calling him an example and crediting his leadership for the club's flawless start to the season. Kompany's Bayern have stormed through their first 10 games with 10 wins, and Upamecano revealed that the manager's intensity, communication and belief have transformed the team's mentality into that of a machine built to win. And lastly, Manchester United are reportedly bracing for tense internal talks with Kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee ahead of the January transfer window. Both players are said to be unhappy with their lack of playing time under Ruben Amorim and want assurances about their roles moving forward. With frustration building, United's hierarchy faces a crucial few weeks to prevent further unrest in the squad.